Hey everyone, my name is Spencer Higgins and I'm going to show you how to set up our video system for camp. What we're going to be starting with is a piece of hardware called the Decklink Duo. So first, I need to take an IEC cable and plug it into power. Take the other end and plug it into the power adapter for the Decklink. Then I'll take the other end of the power adapter and plug it into the Decklink Duo to give it power. Now I need to connect my Decklink Duo to my Mac with this Thunderbolt 4 cable. Now I'll take the other end of my Thunderbolt 4 cable and plug it into my Mac. Now there is some configuration on your Mac that you have to do in order to get this working. Now you can open up your desktop video setup software on your Mac. You'll notice two icons in the bottom right hand corner. One is a list view and the other is a single channel view. Click on that single channel view and then you will see Decklink Duo Channel 1 and then click the menu button right beneath that and it opens up a window. You'll want to click on connectors and make sure 1 is set to SDI 1. You can exit out of that and move over to channel 2. Now you'll want to click that menu button and then connectors again and make sure that channel 2 is set to SDI 3. I know it's strange, but just trust me. Now you'll move on, exit out of that, move over to channel 3. Click the menu and then click connectors and then you want channel 3 to be set to SDI 2 and finally exit out of that, move over to channel 4, click the menu button, connectors and make sure that channel 4 is set to SDI 4. And lastly, you'll want to make sure that your video output is set to 1080i 59.94 so that it can work with ProPresenter. Now that I've got my front of house snake ready, I'm going to grab my 3 SDI cables and I'll take my black one, which is Projector 1, and I'm going to plug it into the second channel to the right. Then I'm going to take my red SDI cable, which is Projector 2, and plug it into the very middle channel. And then I'll take my blue Confidence Monitor SDI and plug it into the second from the right. You may be wondering why we skipped a port. This port is our reference port that we will not be using. So this is number 1. And then you may notice that 2 and 3 are flipped. That's confusing, but it's correct. Now we need to get our projector all set up. So I'm going to grab the lens for the projector and the projector power cable. On the projector lens, you're going to notice a red dot. That dot should be facing up, and then you will put it into the projector, and then you'll give it a nice little turn to the right until it stops, and you're all set. Now around the back of the projector, we're going to take our projector power cable and plug it in, and take the other end and plug it into our power source. Now, inside of your emergency kit, you are going to find a bag of SDI barrels. These are essentially going to extend your front of house snake. We use these because we don't want the snake just hanging off of the projector like this. We'll take a barrel and plug it into our black SDI cable, and then we're going to take a spare SDI cable and plug it into that barrel. And then we'll take the other end and plug it into our projector. Now, there are some of your teams that will not have a projector with an SDI port on the back. In this case, all you'll do is everything that I've just shown you, but you'll take this black SDI cable and plug it into an SDI to HDMI converter, and then run an HDMI cable out of that into your projector. Now, once you get your projector powered on, you'll take your remote and press the input button, and then you will click down until it says SDI, and then hit OK. Now I'm going to take the red SDI cable, which is our channel 2. That's going to run to our second projector. So I'm going to put an SDI barrel, plug my second SDI cable, and I'll run it to the other side of the stage and plug it into my second projector. And you'll just do the same thing. Power it on, input, scroll down to SDI, and hit OK. And lastly, we take our blue SDI cable, which is our Confidence Monitor feed, plug a barrel, extend, then we'll run this over to where our Confidence Monitor is going to be. Now, your Confidence Monitor will not have an SDI input on it, so we need to convert it. So you'll come over to your video hardware Pelican case, open it up, and you'll grab an HDMI cable, a power supply, and an SDI to HDMI converter. It's good to note that you have both HDMI to SDI converters and SDI to HDMI converters. One converts an HDMI signal into SDI, and the other converts SDI into HDMI. Plug your power supply into your power source, plug the other end of your power into your converter, and confirm that it's getting power with the white light. Then we're going to take our SDI extender and run it into our converter, and take our HDMI cable and plug it into the other end. and then take the other end of your HDMI cable and plug it into your confidence monitor. Now plug your confidence monitor into your power source. Everybody's confidence monitor is going to be a little different. This one is probably one of the more difficult ones, which is great. You'll turn it on. If it comes up with a prompt to sign in, you can just grab your remote, hit the left arrow to your inputs, then go down and select the input you've plugged into. In this case, I plugged into HDMI 1. And that is how to set up your video system for camp. If you need help focusing in your projector, there is a link in the description for you to check out that video. And we also have a link for the video system wiring diagram for you to check out. Thank you, and have a great week.